Hello and welcome to my dance studio and video channel filmed from the heart of Ceredigion, West Wales. My name is Jessica Scarlett May. I'm a fellow of the British Association of Teachers of Dancing, and today you're having a look at my Keys to Dance Success presentation on triple beat jive action and common variations. So let's get started. So the triple beat jive runs at 42 to 44 bars per minute. It's a moving dance, not unlike a samba. Doesn't move quite as well as a samba, but it still moves very well across the floor. Now, we use a 6-beat basic. That means we count it 1, 2, 3 or 4, 2 or 2. So basically, every 3 bars, the jive action completes twice within them 3 bars. There we go. So, unlike rock and roll, we don't step to side on the left foot. It steps back. We step back in full away. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the first 2 steps, rock back in full away, rock, replace. The man moves left, part close left to side, step, part close left, and dances the same action moving right. Right, part close, right. So basically there's like, well, there is a syncopation of music in the middle. So what we're going to do, we're going to just look at the hip action, because the hip action is the key to the dance success. So we dance a rock back and the hip starts moving right to left on a compressed knee. Both knees are compressed, but the hip hasn't finished its swing. It will finish its swing right to left as the left knee straightens and all the weight is on that step. So we're moving right foot to side, because we've not finished the basic until we do this next movement. Right foot to side, knee compressed. Left foot closes to right foot, both knees compressed, and the hip finishes to right, knee straight. So that's moved from left to right. And that's the end of the basic. The thing is, when we dance it, we can't obviously think about it, but we must use the floor to give us that hip movement. So we've got rock, rock, chasse, step, rock, rock. Can you see how the hips moving? And rock, replace. So that's enough about the jive action. Let's have a look at some of the common figures. So some of the common figures that we'll do are change the place from right to left. Now, when we do those, for the guys, it's quite easy. All he has to do is lift his left arm up on step 5 and the girl will turn. What happens after that point is commonplace. What happens is that the man chases his partner after step 5 in many of the variations that we'll do in jive. Not all of them, but many of them. So let's put that into practice. So we do a rock back in full away, a chasse step, the left hand lifts. When the left hand lifts, it usually means an Alemana type movement, girls. And we dance forward, close, forward, forward, close, forward, to end in an open facing position. Now I've deliberately showed this variation because it's not within the routine that I'm going to show you following this presentation. So what happens for the girl is that she steps rock back in full away. She dances step, close, step. The man instigates the movement by lifting his hand through a shaping lead. She turns 3/8 of a turn to right and makes a further 1/8 of a turn to end in an open facing position, ready to rock back into whatever figure she wants to do. So that's the first variation that you need to know and put into practice. So we'll have a look at common variations that will follow that. We've ended in an open facing position. we could easily do a change of place from left to right, and you'll see that within my routine. It is a little bit slightly different in the sense of it has more turn here and dances an eighth of a turn to finish step, close step, still ending in open facing position. So you've not come close to your partner within those two variations. So what is the man to do? What happens is we dance a figure called the link step. And all that is for the man is a rock back, left foot, a forward lock step, and a side close side movement, taking hold of a lady into close hold. And that same action is used by the lady. She dances a rock back, a forward close forward, and a side close side, so that she's ready to dance whatever figure the man instigates. The only difference is now that you're in a close hold, ready to step back in four-way. So I did a couple of figures within the routine that I'm going to show you. One of them is called change of hands behind the back. Now, the change of hands behind the back is not a difficult variation. It's a man step. So I'll do it as the man first. And basically, it's a rock back, a forward lock step, and that's where the change of hands happens. So that hand takes hold of the lady's hand and moves behind the back as we dance chasse step. So the actual figure only turns half a turn, but it looks more dramatic than that when we're physically dancing it. So we've got rock back, forward lock. That's where the change of hands is. And chasse step. Okay. Now another figure we do is called the American spin. Now the American spin is a lady's variation in the technique book, but the man and the lady will dance it. So we're going to rock back, forward lock step, or a chasse forward, chasse step. Now, when we chasse forward, I've used slight shoulder lead there, and that will help me do the American spin. She'll know not to turn from my shape. She will recognize I'm going to do American spin, and that's a key to all your variations. So she's come in, she's pushed off your how type handhold with hers, and she's dancing American spin as we go forward, close forward, right foot. And that's a gesture of a movement, okay? A gesture of a movement. A chase, isn't it? But it's a gesture of a movement. In my routine, I've shown it slightly different, simply because I wanted to emanate a different story. So, when I've shown it in my routine, I've done rock replace, forward close forward, she's pushed off this hand, and I've gone step close back. And I wanted you to think about John Travolta or the Fonz there, of being laid back doing that variation. That's my accent. So, what are the figures? Let me just show you the lady's steps there for change of hands behind the back. So she dances the same action as the man, so she's a direct opposite to the man. She dances a forward lock step. The man does all the work with the hands and finishes to side. And normally we do two of them, rock replace, forward lock step. He does all the things with what he wants to do with his hands and finish with the side, close side. Okay, we'll have a look at the jive walks now, I think. So the jive walks are really a combination of slow and quick walks. Slow and quick walks. So the two chassis actions at the beginning are the slow movements. So we do a rock back in four-way. You might overturn that to instigate some lead, yes. Dance a chassis step towards or with your partner, and dance a forward locker step, turning quarter of a turn, lock a step. All ball flat, no heel leads. So we're going to step into the quick walks now, and that uses a delayed walk on the right foot and a foot swivel, but the delayed walk lowers as the foot swivels taken. That's it. So we do a delayed walk and a foot swivel, girls. And we finish with a chassé step if you do the throwaway four-way, or the throwaway into whatever variation. Now, another common figure will be the stop and go, so I'll use the stop and go action here. So the stop and go is right foot back, girls, turning to cuddle hold. So you're dancing a rock back, forward goes forward, turn to cuddle hold, you check back as the man steps forward, check, replace, chassé step. And that's the simplest of the stop and go actions. If you want to dress it a bit more, you'll dance the same action, forward goes forward, and you're going to hit a line, and I want you to think of it as a pizzazz movement. Pizzazz. There we go. And that's your line. You'll have still caught you on your back. Okay. You're going to step out of that movement and dance a step, close step. Okay. Right. One of the figure that I have shown you in my routine that I can spend a little bit more time on is the rolling off the arm. So let's have a look at that very quickly. The lady's going to change the place, left to right, and she's finished in, or she said the man's finished in a right to lady's left hand hold. You dance a rock back, the man turns a quarter of a turn, he walks half a turn, step, step, and rolls the partner away, keeping the hand low, finishing with a chasing action. When we dance it in the more advanced method, we still do the rock back, forward goes forward, we still do the half a turn, but the lady does an open turn, left, right, left, and the hand moves from a back position over a head as the man does a chasing movement. Okay? If you have inner ear problems, it might be a difficult call. My battery's running out and I'm running short of time. I want you to put your best foot forward, see me soon, and most importantly, keep dancing. Thank you for having a look at this presentation. There's lots more to choose from now. Don't forget to have a look at the samba as well, and maybe the tango, and hope to see you soon. Bye bye everybody. Bye bye.